Do you dream of your fluffy friend bringing you joy, health, and a cheerful disposition for many years? If so, we recommend carefully acquainting yourself with the 7 fundamental prohibitions regarding cat care. When you think about it, the life of whiskered and tailed companions isn't that complicated. However, owners often make mistakes due to ignorance or stereotypes that can negatively impact their pet's well-being. Although intuition suggests that a cat is a low-maintenance creature, true comfort and carefree existence are ensured only by a caring owner who meticulously considers the natural characteristics of this wonderful animal. We will explore the most common misconceptions, find out why certain traditional practices can actually cause harm, and discuss how to properly avoid such pitfalls. Bookmark the article, share it with friends who already have a cat or are considering adopting a fluffy miracle. The more informed we are about cat care, the longer and happier our pets will live. First prohibition: never give your cat cow's milk. The persistent stereotype about the benefits of milk. Often in classic illustrations, cartoons, and movies, we see a cat peacefully lapping up white milk from a flat saucer. This image has firmly entrenched itself in the public consciousness as something natural and correct. However, veterinary practice tells a different story. Most cats are lactose intolerant, meaning they lack the necessary amount of enzymes to effectively break down the lactose found in cow's milk. Continuing to regularly give your pet this product poses a high risk of unwanted consequences such as nausea, diarrhea, or even vomiting. Many owners are very surprised when they first hear that milk harms their beloved pet. They object. But what about cartoons? How did my grandmother feed her cat's milk all her life? The fact is that in some old rural traditions, cats did drink cow's milk, but it was often not whole store-bought milk. It might have been left out for a while and soured, effectively becoming a fermented dairy product. Additionally, in the past, cats lived outdoors, actively hunted, and had a more varied diet than today's indoor pets, which partially mitigated the effects of lactose intake. However, science progresses, and we better understand the intricacies of feline digestion. Today, it is known that cow's milk is not recommended for cats precisely because of lactose intolerance. How to replace cow's milk? If you want to treat your purry friend with something tasty and healthy, it's better to purchase special cat treats designed with feline physiology in mind and containing balanced components, from proteins to vitamin and mineral complexes. In pet stores, veterinary clinics, or online portals specializing in pet products, you will find a variety of lactose-free cat treats. Moreover, regular daily feeding with fresh, clean water is sufficient to maintain your cat's water balance. Place a bowl of water in an accessible location. Remember to change it regularly to keep the liquid fresh, and ensure the animal is drinking enough. Many cats like moving water, for example, flowing from a cat fountain. This stimulates them to consume more fluids. However, giving traditional cow's milk, thinking that a cat must drink it, is not advisable. You risk gastroenterological problems and consequently tears, yours, and suffering, the cat's. Second prohibition: do not skip annual visits to the veterinarian. The importance of regular checkups. Cats are remarkably secretive creatures when it comes to discomfort. They have a strong natural tendency to mask weaknesses to avoid attracting the attention of potential predators, a behavioral mechanism inherited from the wild. In a domestic setting, this trait creates problems. The owner may not suspect for a long time that the animal is experiencing pain or gradually developing a chronic illness. Therefore, a veterinary examination at least once a year is extremely important. The specialist will check your cat's overall health, assess the condition of the teeth, allowing you to notice tartar or cavities in time, palpate internal organs, inquire about the diet, daily routine, and living conditions of the animal. If necessary, a blood test or ultrasound (USG) will be ordered, allowing for the early detection of kidney, heart, liver problems, as well as any hidden tumors that are usually easily treatable in their early stages. Life hacks for organizing the visit. To ensure your cat does not experience acute stress when visiting the veterinary clinic, it's best to acclimate them to the carrier in advance. Let the carrier stand in your home in a quiet corner, always open. Place a soft, pleasant fabric inside, for example, a warm fleece pad, and add a favorite toy or something that smells like the pet itself. Then the cat will perceive the carrier as a shelter and can calmly enter it when looking for a place to rest or hide. On the day of the visit, place a few treats in the carrier to reinforce positive associations. Your goal is to turn the trip into a neutral or even pleasant experience, not a traumatic memory. Some owners use a calming spray based on pheromones, available in pet stores, which they spray inside the carrier to help the cat feel more secure. Third prohibition: refrain from costumes and outfits for your cat. Clothing and feline comfort. There is no doubt that a dressed-up cat in a miniature tuxedo or a cute hat can look amusing to onlookers. Such images quickly become hits on social networks and garner thousands of likes. But let's think about it. How comfortable is it for the cat itself? Most cats have heightened sensitivity in their tactile receptors. Their whiskers, vibrissae, help them navigate, and their fur reacts sensitively to pressure and temperature changes. Any tight clothing, a snug hat, or a tail tie can hinder the animal's full movement, causing discomfort or even pain if the fabric is too tight around the body. The pet may try to remove the outfit on its own, scratch itself, or get injured by getting tangled in the costume. When clothing is still necessary, occasionally, there are medical indications for which a veterinarian recommends putting a special protective bonnet or suit on a cat. For example, after surgery, to protect the stitches from licking, or when treating dermatological conditions where it's important to prevent scratching problematic areas of the skin. In such situations, it's not about a fashion show but about the necessity of a speedy recovery. Safety and protection are paramount. However, dressing up your pet solely for amusing online footage, even if it seems very cute to you, is not advisable, as it subjects the animal to unnecessary stress. Fourth prohibition: do not force your cat to interact if it's against its will. Respecting personal space. Cats are naturally independent creatures. They enjoy being in the company of people, but only on their own terms. They may have a hunting mood when they are ready for play and affection, and sometimes the opposite mood when they desire peace and solitude. If you see that your cat does not want to sit in your lap or persistently walks away, do not insist. Attempting to force the animal to stay, cuddle against its will, or stalk it to pick it up will only cause the cat to start avoiding you and lose trust. Paths to harmonious contact. It is much more effective to use positive reinforcement. Offer your cat a tasty treat. Play with a fishing pole toy or a feather on a stick, thereby creating pleasant associations with your presence. Let the pet choose when to approach you. Over time, the cat, feeling safe and comfortable, will initiate more often by jumping onto your lap or meowing to be picked up. It is important to build trusting relationships, not to force friendship. Fifth, prohibition. Do not use physical punishments and yelling. Why this practice is useless. Sometimes owners, faced with a disobedient cat, for example, scratching furniture, marking territory, jumping on the table, or pulling food off the table, decide to punish. They shout, swat, spray water in the face with a spray bottle, confine the cat to the bathroom, or even slap it. All these methods are completely counterproductive, and here's why. The cat does not understand that it is being scolded for a specific misdeed. It perceives the owner's actions as a sudden attack and begins to feel fear. Its reaction is to try to hide, flee, and if the situation repeats, it starts to fear the person constantly. As a result, the problem remains. For example, the cat still scratches, only now it does so when the owner isn't watching. But trust and the pet's sense of security are significantly harmed. Moreover, the cat may turn to preemptive aggression if it expects only negative actions from you. Positive training methods. It's better to train your cat from the beginning with correct examples and rewards. Suppose the cat scratches the sofa. Instead of punishing it, purchase one or more convenient scratching posts, ideally of different shapes and materials, and place them where the cat is already trying to scratch. If necessary, stick special double-sided sticky tape on the furniture, which is unpleasant for cat paws. Then the sofa loses all its appeal. However, nearby is a scratching post that is much more convenient, pleasant, and allowed. When the cat starts using it, praise the pet and offer a treat. This way, the animal will understand that scratching the post is more beneficial and safer. The same applies to other undesirable actions. Jumping on the dining table, stealing food, overturning the trash can, climbing into cabinets. There are many humane tools available to explain to the cat what it can do and what it should avoid. The main thing is to avoid aggressive shouting and especially physical force. Sixth prohibition: do not turn your cat into a content star against its will. Dangerous pranks. For likes. The internet is full of videos where it seems that owners deliberately try to scare their animals, unexpectedly throwing a cucumber behind a cat's back so it jumps up suddenly, pouring cold water on it, or bringing a loud buzzing vacuum cleaner to its face, filming the scared reaction. Such jokes garner thousands of views, and people in the comments laugh or are surprised by the pet's reaction. However, for the cat itself, this can be a nightmare. Sudden stress, panic, a sense of danger. An animal subjected to such pranks begins to lose trust in its owner, becomes nervous, and behaves more restlessly. Fear can turn into aggression, disrupted eating behavior, or excessive licking as a result of anxiety. The risk of injury cannot be excluded either. In panic, a cat can jump out of a window, fall from a height, or damage its spine or paws. How to film your pet without harm. If you want to share videos and photos of your cat on social networks, focus on natural behavior. Let viewers see the animal peacefully napping, amusingly yawning, playfully chasing a toy mouse, or cleverly climbing a scratching post. Such footage looks much friendlier and more genuine and does not cause any discomfort to the cat. Moreover, in the eyes of animal lovers, videos featuring mistreatment of pets provoke outrage and sometimes sharp criticism. Therefore, it is always better to choose the path of respect and care. Seventh prohibition: never remove your cat's claws. Do not perform onychectomy. Onychectomy, what it is. In some countries, the procedure of onychectomy, claw removal, is officially banned by law, while it is still practiced elsewhere. Let's clarify. This operation is not a simple manicure. During onychectomy, the veterinarian amputates the cat's phalanx tips, where the claws are formed. Thus, this is a much more serious intervention than merely cutting off the external scaly part of the claw. For the cat, such an operation is extremely painful, and the rehabilitation period can be accompanied by constant pain sensations, changes in gait and posture, as the animal is forced to adapt to a new way of moving without claws. The absence of claws deprives the cat not only of a means of self-defense, but also of an essential tool for climbing, balancing, stretching muscles, and psychological confidence. Claw scratching is a kind of stress relief. Many owners who still decide to perform onychectomy to save furniture or for their children's safety later complain about sudden changes in the cat's behavior. The animal starts biting more often, since there are no claws, it needs to defend itself somehow, becomes fearful, aggressive, or conversely, apathetic. Chronic problems with joints, the spine, and even toilet habits because the cat finds it painful to dig in the litter box often arise. Alternatives to radical measures. Fortunately, a humane solution can always be found. If you are concerned that your cat scratches furniture, wallpaper, or might hurt a child during play, use the following recommendations. Regular claw trimming. Every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the growth rate and the animal's lifestyle, carefully shorten the claw tips using special nail clippers. It is important not to touch the live part of the claw, the so-called pink zone, to avoid bleeding. Silicone caps, nail covers. They can be purchased at veterinary pharmacies or pet stores, available in different colors and sizes. Caps are placed on the claw and fixed with special glue. The cat can walk calmly, even scratch, without damaging furniture or injuring people. Multiple scratching posts. Place various types around the house: vertical, inclined, horizontal, covered with carpet or sisal fiber. Cats love scratching different surfaces. If you provide your pet with enough of these gems, the likelihood of it damaging the sofa decreases. Place scratching posts where the cat is accustomed to resting or running so that it sees them and willingly uses them. Proper interaction with children. Teach children how to interact correctly with the cat. Do not pull the tail, do not scare, do not grab roughly, and avoid sudden movements. Children need to learn to handle pets gently, respecting their personal space. This greatly reduces the chance of scratches or bites. Thus, onychectomy is unnecessary. It is a traumatic, extremely unpleasant, and unsafe procedure. Alternatives allow you to keep the claws while protecting your home from damage and your household members from injuries. Conclusion: make your cat happy and healthy. So, here are 7 key prohibitions in cat care that every owner should remember. Essentially, they all boil down to one thing: Show respect for your pet's natural traits and feelings. Do not try to alter its behavior with harsh methods. Do not impose human stereotypes like mandatory cow's milk or outfits. And do not use the cat as a tool for entertainment that must endure all your experiments. The more you know about cats, the better you can understand their needs and create conditions for a healthy, joyful life. Do not give your cat cow's milk. Replace it with special treats or plain water. Do not skip annual veterinary checkups. Timely diagnosis saves lives and health. Do not dress your cat in costumes. It is uncomfortable and unnecessary. Do not force interaction. Allow the cat to decide when it wants affection. Do not use physical punishment. Positive reinforcement and behavior redirection work better and are more humane. Do not create pranks involving violence. Capture natural and kind moments without causing stress to the cat. Never remove claws. Onychectomy causes suffering and severe consequences for the animal. By following these rules, you give your cat the opportunity to reveal its temperament, establish an emotional bond with you, and achieve strong physical health. Summary: a happy and healthy cat is the result of your respect, love, and the right approach to its natural needs. Avoid the listed mistakes and your fluffy friend will surely reciprocate. If you enjoyed this video, share it with friends who have or are soon to have a cat. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell to not miss new videos about cat care and training. Leave your questions in the comments and share your personal experiences. Take care of your pets and give them maximum care and affection.